All right, welcome to Math Today. We are doing more measurement things, but not using a ruler today, okay? So we are going to do conversions. Does anyone know what that means? Conversion? It's a big word. Josiah?
Like two things together?
Kind of. When you convert,
Into each other?
okay, when you convert something, you're changing it from one thing to another. So that's a pretty good guess. So here's one conversion you guys already know. Please write this with me. Please write 12 inches, you can do in period always, equals blank feet. And if you are able to fill that in, you just did a conversion. So, someone tell me, how many feet are 12 inches equal to? Dylan? 1. That is a conversion. Instead of saying 12 inches, if we want to say it in feet, we have to convert it, okay? So let's make it a little harder. What if I had 24 inches? How many feet would I have? Someone raise your hand and tell me. Josiah?
2.
2. All right, now let's kind of reverse it. If I have 3 feet, how many inches do I have? We can also convert the other way. Hayden?
So to solve it, you have to just add 12 and 24, and then you would get your answer.
Because you know we need 3 groups of 12, right?
Mm-hmm.
To make 3 feet. So what is 3 times 12?
36.
36. All right. So we could keep going all the way down, right? We're like skip counting by 12s. We can see that. So I'm going to do something a little harder. What if we have 6 feet? Okay, we can't skip count now. How many inches are in 6 feet? All right, now instead of just telling me the answer, I need everyone to think about how you solve it, okay? Because we will get to numbers where you don't know all the math facts. So how do I know how many inches are in 6 feet? What math problem do I need to solve? Noah?
6 times 12. Because 12 inches are in 1 foot, and we're 6 foot, so we have to, or 6 feet.
Uh-huh.
So we have to times 12 by 6, and that's 72.
He's got it, okay? So if you have 6 feet and you want to know how many inches are in it, if you get confused, you can always draw like a little simple picture, okay? I've got 6 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I know there's 12 inches in every single foot. All right, so now I know I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 groups of 12. I could add 12 6 times, but that's a pain. So 12 times 6 would be, Abby? 72. All right. So you just did several conversions, okay? So we know how to convert inches into feet, and we're going to keep working on that. Does anyone know the bigger unit after feet? We have inches, then feet, then there's another bigger thing. It's a long stick. Angie?
I don't know that, but whenever we're doing is it like inches and what equals feet, or what equals inches?
We'll go both ways. So today we're going to keep practicing going both directions, okay?
What's the feet one equals? Do you just multiply that number by 12?
Yeah. If you have the amount of feet, we can multiply by 12, and that'll tell us how many inches. All right, so what is the next bigger thing beyond a foot? Emma?
Yard.
A yard, okay? Everyone write that word down so we don't forget. So a yard. Meters is similar to a yard, but it's a different type of measurement. So we'll do that later this week, okay? So inches, then feet, and then a yard. Does anybody know how many feet are in a yard?
100?
We raise our hands in this classroom. Abby, how many feet in a yard?
10?
Good guess. Josiah?
12.
No, we're way too big. Quentin?
In feet or in
How many feet do you think are in a yard?
9?
No, not 9. All right, this is a meter stick, so it's not quite right, but this is about the length of a yard. Zoe? She forgets. Noah?
Is it 6?
Nope. Angie?
Lower or higher?
Lower. Actually, half of what Noah said.
2?
Nope. Emma? Last guess. 3. All right. So now I hope we never forget, a yard has 3 feet. Okay? So let's just make, on your whiteboard, so you can erase them, let's make a little picture type thing to help us remember inches, feet, and yards. So anything I'm writing, make sure you are writing. All right, so first we need to know 12 inches equals 1 foot. Okay? Is everyone confident in their understanding of that bit of information? Okay, we all know there are 12 inches in a foot. We also know that there are 3 feet in 1 yard. Right? Oh, we don't need a period there. So a yardstick is 3 feet. So if I had 2 yards, I want to know how many feet that will be, but you have to tell me the math problem you're going to solve to figure that out. I have 2 yards, and I want to know how many feet I've got. What math problem can I use to solve? Noah?
You can use 2 times 3.
You're right. How'd you know that?
Because a yard equals 3 feet, and if you have 2, that means 2 of the 3, and 2 times 3 is the same as 3 plus 3.
Exactly. Okay? So we know that in every single yard there are 3 feet, so if we multiply 2 times 3, we'll get 6. 6 feet. All right, so if I want to go from a big number to a smaller number, am I multiplying or dividing? If I'm going from my bigger unit, the yard, down to feet, am I going to multiply or divide? Angie? Switch it. Multiply. Okay, I have 2 yards. I want to know in feet I have to multiply. All right, now let's go the other way and see what happens. If I had, this time we have 9 feet. And I want to know how many yards that is. That's the abbreviation for yards, although it's not very much shorter than writing yard. Any ideas how I'm going to figure that one out? This time I'm going from a smaller amount, a foot, and I want to know how many yards it makes. So we're not going to multiply this time. Angie, what do we do?
Divide.
We're going to divide. So I have 9 feet, divided by 3 feet in each yard, and I get 3 yards. All right, so that's the basics, okay? Now you've all got a paper in front of you, like this one. All right, so I am going to pause a minute, put this up on the board, and we're going to do some of these examples together, okay? So see you guys in a second. All right, so here is some practice problems. This first one right here, we'll call that number 1. We have a mystery amount of feet in 9 yards. Okay, so we want to break our 9 yards down into feet. So do you think we are going to multiply or are we going to divide? Dylan? We need to multiply, okay? So I have 9 yards. What do I multiply 9 by to turn it back to feet? Josiah?
3.
9 times 3. Wait a minute, where did he get the 3? Why are we multiplying 9 by 3? Angie?
Because 3 feet, wait. 3, I don't know how to say it, but...
You were saying it right. 3 feet in what?
3 feet in 1 yard.
You got it, okay? So 9 times 3. And I'll let you guys do your work real fast. We should know that math fact. Check it with mine, make sure I'm correct. 27, okay. So 27 feet are in 9 yards. Questions on how we did that one? Okay, so all of these you're either going to multiply or divide. All right, let's look at the next one. This time we have 5 feet, and I want to know how many inches are in 5 feet. So I have 5 feet pictured in your head. We want to know how many little inches are in 5 feet. Are we going to multiply or divide, and what's our equation? Chloe?
Multiply, and I
Yep.
think it's 60.
You are right, but what equation are you going to write?
5 times 12.
5 times 12, which we all do know is 60. All right, so on these problems, do you think I would like to see your multiplication problem? Yes.
Or
Okay.
division.
That's all I need to see for your work, just to make sure you know if you're multiplying or dividing. That way, if you're not getting them right, I can help you figure out where you're going wrong. All right, now this one, that was done for you. Are you glad?
Yes.
Yeah, that one was a little hard. Okay. Wow, let's look down here. How many yards are in 108 inches?
Oh.
That one's a little trickier. Let's turn on our problem-solving caps. I have 108 inches, and I want to know how to split that up into yards. So are we going to multiply, or are we going to divide? Josiah?
Divide.
We do need to divide. So I have 108 inches. I want to put it into yards. So what do I need to divide it by? 3 or 12? Because that's the two numbers we're working with. Abby? We want it in yards, so we have to divide it into groups of 3. So I have 108 divided by 3. Oh. Well, now what? Noah?
You do the division problems?
We do the division, okay? You all know long division. We reviewed it a couple days ago. So now I can't do that like that. I didn't leave enough space. So make sure you give yourself enough space. Right, draw your lines. And we're going to divide it by 3. So I'll give everyone a minute to set that up. Hold on. I want everyone to write that down. But you have to show your work on these problems. All right, let's go through it together real quick. 3 will not go into 1, right? So it's a 0. 0 times 3 is 0. 1 minus 0 is a 1. Send it on a vacation. 3 goes into 10 3 times without going over. 3 times 3 is 9. Send my 1 on vacation. 3 into 18 6 times. All right, I got 36. Make sure you guys all get the same answer as me. Sometimes I make mistakes. Hayden? Good?
You're doing this too fast. I can't keep up.
That's why I'm pausing right now. All right, I got a thumbs up from Hayden. Thumbs up. All right, I'm getting to several. All right, so our answer we got was 36. So we know that 108 inches, if we set it in yards, would be 36 yards.
No, because 8 yards equals 288 inches, and 36 yards can't equal 108 inches.
So what's going wrong here?
That's feet. You have to divide the feet by 3, because that's how many yards will be in it. It would be 9 yards.
You guys see, Dylan, are you agreeing with Noah? Okay, so what went wrong? Someone else explain it. Noah tried it once. Dylan, you want to try it? Okay, so before I can change inches straight to yards, remember, inches is our smallest. Then we get to feet. Whoops. Then we get to yards. All right, so there are 12 inches in a foot. There are 3 feet in a yard. So do we have to do 2 steps? Yes. Okay. So don't make the mistake we just made. So first, what do we need to do first with our 108? Before I can change it to yards, don't I need to change to feet and then change my feet to yards? Okay, so this one's a harder one, so you're fine if you're not getting it right now. So 108 inches divided by, you know what, this one's hard. I don't want to do this one today because we have to do 2 steps. We are skipping it.
Can we cross it out?
Yep, I don't want to confuse you guys today. That one is hard. We'll keep with basic ones today. All right, so the next one, this one should be 1 step, okay? Yards to inches. If I have 4 yards, picture it in your mind, okay? 4 big yards. I want to switch that to inches. No, we're going to have to do 2 conversions for this one as well. Okay, we'll try it together, okay? Just go slow and stay with me. We'll try it together. If I have 4 yards, first of all, can we figure out how many feet we've got? Josiah?
Yeah.
How would I do that?
You do 4 divided by 3? No. 4 times 3.
4 yards. There's 3 feet in a yard. So 4 times 3 would be 12 feet. Well, that's a lot easier, okay? So the point being, we could have done that one. It's a little harder because the number's bigger. But sometimes you have to change yards to feet, then feet to inches. But you guys all know how to do that, okay? So by the end of today, you'll be more comfortable doing that. So we already got 12 feet. How do I figure out how many inches are in 12 feet? Picture 12 feet in your brain. Every foot has 12 inches. How do I figure that? Hayden?
You have to divide it.
If I divide 12 by 12, I'll end up with 1. Does that make sense? 4 yards is not 1 inch. It should be much bigger. Chloe? We need to multiply. So 12 times 12, we have 12 feet. There's 12 inches in each foot. And we should know that math fact is 144. 144 inches.
144.
All right, so everyone listen real carefully. First, we wanted to change our yards into feet, okay? So I had 4 yards, and we know that a yard has 3 feet inside of it. So a total of 12 feet. Then we change our feet into inches. So if I have 12 feet, that's where that 12 came from. There are 12 inches in every foot. So I have 12 feet times 12 inches would be 144 inches. Okay, we'll do a couple more, okay? So if you're still feeling not so sure, that's okay. All right, this one up here is inches to feet. So we can do that one in one step. All right, I don't know my inches. I do have 8 feet. What is my step to solve this? What math equation do I need to set up? Abby? Multiplication. So I have 8 feet, and if you need to draw a picture to picture it, think about, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 8 sections of 12 inches. So we should have a pretty big number, right? So that helps me remember that I need to be multiplying. So 8 times 12. All right, who knows that math fact? 8 times 12. Angie? 96. Nice job. All right, this next one. We have 3 feet. I want to know how many inches. Okay, 3 feet. Picture 3 feet. How many inches are in 3 feet? What do I do to solve? Dylan? Okay, and he knew that there are 12 inches in each foot. We have 3 feet. 12 times 3 is 36. All right, nice job, Dylan. All right, this next one, 2 yards equals how many feet? This one we might even be able to think about in our head, but I still want you to tell me the math fact problem.
12 times 2.
12 times 2, because we know in each yard there are 2 feet, or sorry, 3 feet, right? Not 12 times. It's yards to feet. So we have 2 yards. How many feet are in each yard, Angie?
3.
3. So we just need 2 times 3, which is 6. All right. This next one, we have 15 feet equals how many yards? 15 feet equals how many yards? So if I have 15 little feet and I want to split them up into yards, am I going to be multiplying or dividing? What do you think, Hayden?
Multiply. Wait, divide.
We need to divide, okay? You got to picture it in your head. 15 little feet, we need to split them into groups of 3, so we have to divide. So 15 divided by 3 would be 5. All right, one more. 3 feet is how many inches? Okay, someone be brave. What math equation do we need to write to solve it? 3 feet is how many inches? Chloe?
Multiplication.
Multiplication. So what are we going to multiply, Chloe?
3 feet and 3 inches.
Well, we have 3 feet. We want to change it to inches. So if I have 3 feet, what do I multiply that by to see how many inches are there? How many inches are in 1 foot?
12.
12. So if we do 3 times 12, we have 12 inches in each foot and we have 3 feet. So 3 times 12 will work. And that would be 36 inches. All right.
What's the
So conversion stuff. Really, all you've got to really picture. It helps me to picture it in my brain or draw a picture like I have for some of these. Okay? But if they give you a larger unit, you know your answer that you're switching to when it's smaller has to be bigger. You'll see these patterns the more we practice, okay? All right, so friends at home, good luck on your practice. I will see you later.